So this is before speed twin, as I'm sure you'll recognise. I'm going to swap these slightly nasty looking pipes for a set of Thruxton R's, the brushed stainless ones. I've seen a couple of bikes with them and I think they look a lot better. They should have come with them as standard, but obviously Triumph have cheaped out, so I'm going to change them. There's a few things I'm going to do to this over the next month or so. Change the shocks, put cartridge inserts in the forks. The suspension on this is appalling. I don't weigh much. I'm about 10.5 stone, about 70 kilos in modern money. It's all over the place for me. If you want to press on, it really doesn't work at all. So I'm having to think about which way I'm going to go brand wise. I don't want to spend fortunes. Those ones up the back, the one on the left is complete Öhlins, the one on the right is got full spec Maxton on the rear. Makes a hell of a difference, decent suspension. So this is the before, and shortly you'll see the after. Removing these silencers doesn't really get any simpler really. This is as easy as it gets when it comes to mechanics. I mean, it's not even mechanics, is it? It's one 10mm bolt there and one 12mm nut there. It's as simple as that. So, time to remove it. Now, to remove that 12mm nut, you do need to take the foot peg off first, because you'll need to put an Allen key in there to hold it whilst you undo the nut. These are a type of circlip. They're not like a proper circlip where you would ordinarily use your circlip remover on the end to pull them apart, but I'm going to use these anyway. They've got a little hole in there. Gently pull it off. That's it, job done. Don't lose it. Push that. Careful with this metal retainer, which has got a ball bearing in it. Don't lose that either. Now normally I would be holding that Allen key, but for the purposes of this video, because I'm doing it with a phone, just to hold the nut solid. And now I've got ratchet spanner here, oh dear, which is very useful, and as an old boy that I used to work with, I used to call them magic spanners. That's nearly there. Be back soon. Silencer off. That's easy. Just gently give it a tug, pull the bolt out of there. There she is. Don't lose that. And then new one. Don't forget to put your collar on there first. And slide on. Just like that. This has a little locator for that. Nut on the back, do the collar up, and that's all. I'll do the other side and then we'll fire it up. Now, one thing I always do before I'm doing any nuts up, every time I take something off and put it back on again, copper grease. Unless it's a nut or bolt that you're torquing, you shouldn't really use copper grease with anything that's high torque. It has a tendency to over torque whatever you're doing up. But anything that's just going to be done with a nut and bolt, with a spanner, and if you're doing it by feel, copper grease is the way to go. That way you're going to get them off again some years down the line. What you will need to do is swap the rubber hangers over. So these will have to come off those and go onto that. Right then. Side one done. Better already. Time for part two.